BX26, a helping hand with your land.
Neil from Essex here. We're out to do a quick demo for you today to show you the tractive difference between a set of turf tires and a set of R4 industrial tires. Out today with the Kubota BX23s. We specifically picked this tractor because of the ballast that this backhoe gives over top of these rear tires, hopefully planting them into the ground and giving us some good results. So I'm going to take a couple minutes here for you today and show you exactly how this works out and see what the difference is. Honestly, I'll kind of be surprised because we often hear a lot of really good reports from guys on how well the turf tires can do. So we're going to see if we can put a number to that. So our first test here is going to be with the turf tire tractor, and we're going to do this all in four-wheel drive. In two-wheel drive, every one of our tire options here is able to break the tires loose from the dirt very easily. So we're going to need that extra tractive power from four-wheel drive. We're also going to do it at 3,000 RPMs. That's not quite wide open, but it's fast enough that we should be generating all the power possible for our transmission. When we push the hydrostatic pedal down, we are going to go up over top of the relief point. So that should give us kind of a peak of where the high point was up there. So we're going to start the machine up. Climb 3,000 RPMs. Take the parking brake off. So interestingly enough, I was not able to break the tires loose. So our turf tires must be getting enough traction here that the transmission is not overcoming them in high range. So in order to get a result here, we're going to shift to low so that the tractor can break the tires loose, and then we should be able to see the impact that the R4s give us and if they actually improve the tractive power at all. Now I got up to what I felt was probably 80–90% or so before my left-hand tire broke loose. So now I'm going to stay in low range four-wheel drive, but I'm going to engage my diff lock. So I lock both sides. So there you go, in four-wheel drive, low range, with the diff lock engaged, sitting on relatively dry, packed grass. Even then, the turf tires do break loose from the turf eventually when you get the thing buried down to the ground. So let's swap these tractors out. We're going to bring in one with R4s and repeat these tests and see if we get a different result. So we swapped our tractors out here for an identical machine now equipped with R4 tires instead of turf so we can see the difference. So gonna rev right up to 3,000 RPMs and doing our tests in four-wheel drive, and this time starting in high range. So we'll start our machine. And in high range, we can't break our tires loose. Now, if you remember, the turfs did the same thing. So more than likely, we're gonna see a result here that says in a high range, your choice of tire doesn't matter because you simply don't have enough power in order to overcome the tire's traction against the ground. Now, in low range here, I suspect we're gonna find something different. So we're gonna pull the slack out here, low range four-wheel drive. And I'm going to go ahead and engage the diff lock right away because I know we're going to be able to break these loose. So interesting result here, right? With low range, four-wheel drive with turf tires, my tires were spinning. We're here with R4s, I wasn't able to break them loose. So interesting result, saying that more than likely here when we look at the numbers on the load cell, we're gonna see that you're gonna get more pull out of a heavily treaded tire than you would out of a turf. Another interesting thing that I think this says is something about the power to weight ratio of this tractor. A lot of times small tractors like this are criticized for being so light for the amount of power that they have that they're not able to put it to the ground. And interestingly enough, this machine is not breaking the tires loose, completely loaded up. So the power to weight ratio here is probably actually pretty spot on. Now, granted, I do have a backhoe on the back, so I've got more ballast on this tractor than a lot of machines might. So if you have a non-backhoe equipped version and you're looking for these kind of results, good idea to say have wheel weights in for certain, or maybe even a 500-pound weight box on the back in order to give you that extra ballast so that you have this proper power to weight ratio. So an interesting tidbit here, we overloaded the load cell here in low range with R4 tires. This is a 3,000 pound load cell. We don't have a larger one than that calibrated at the moment, so we don't have that real high value for you, but our results stand. With the turf tires, we're not able to do that. So that's a little bit about the tractive differences that you're gonna see between turf and industrial tires. So if you have any other ideas of ways that we could put this load cell to use, tests that you'd like to see, leave them down in the comments below. Maybe we can get out and do some extra work to help you understand tractors and equipment a little bit better. On that note, I'm certain I'm the only dealership and only sales guy out here doing tests for you like this. It should be a pretty unique thing. So if you find it interesting and it's helping you understand machinery a little bit better, take a minute and subscribe to our channel. I'm sure you can learn a lot here. So if you have any parts needs for machines that you've already got, if you're shopping for a piece of equipment or you've got something that needs to be worked on, give us a call at Messick's. We're available at 800-222-3373 or online at messick's.com.